I've never watched it all the way through, but I know it's a long fucking movie.
I'm 82 years old and I have to go to bed at 10. Fuck you!
Rip a finger off and shove it up my ass.
You always talk about the Fanboy Fight Club. Greetings, fanboys and girls. Welcome to another exciting edition of the Fanboy Fight Club podcast. Tonight is all about Disney animated versus live-action movies, but before we find out what side our fanboys come down on, I'm just going to do a quick little introduction real quick. I am Jason, stalking Milan around Japan, serenading her with "You Got a Friend in Me" is our angry man bun Jake. Are you putting a mic for that?
Wait, what? No, he's pointing at Jamar because he's
I thought it was
down.
going to be Jamar because Jamar
I
loves
love Milan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know, Oriental. It just seemed to fit Jake for some reason. I don't know why. But hanging out in the Pride Lands, hanging out in the Pride Lands, chilling with Timon and Pumbaa, Mr. Hakuna Matata himself, Jamar.
That's
That
racist.
now
I
I
feel like
get it.
that's
You gotta
racist.
put the black guy in Africa.
How's that racist?
You put the black guy in Africa!
The only
Hakuna
Disney
Matata
movie
is
set in
chill.
Africa.
It's chill.
He's also African.
Please don't worry. Don't worry.
Laying in his bed,
African-
fantasizing about all the ways that Rapunzel can tie him up with her hair is our ringleader of the Dick Circus, Mike.
Before
And
you
of
continue, before you continue, I'm trying to think of. Oh God, I know what you're gonna pick. Go ahead.
What? You
I hope I
know what this
he's
is?
gonna
All right.
Oh yeah.
And of course, switching out the Mad Hatter's tea for a cup of cappuccino, the ultimate barista, Wes.
God, I fucking hate your guts.
What'd you think it was going to be? Was I right?
I thought it was gonna be fucking Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
I thought
I
you
was
were
thinking
going to be
Frozen.
Wally. I
Chip.
thought you were going to serve in cappuccinos to the fat people.
I was going to call him Crazy Old Maurice from Beauty and the Beast, so I think I was on the same track as Wes.
There you go. There you go.
Crazy Old Maurice.
All right, fellas, let's have some fun tonight. Let's go ahead and put Granny in her favorite rocking chair while Mom goes to bingo. It's time for Jake's Trailer Trash.
No. I told you guys I didn't have one this week.
You said you had one that you were going to. You said you had one that you were going to talk up.
Oh, yeah, okay, so, like, I have one that, like, I was
You had
super
one that you wanted to
surprised
talk up.
by.
That's what you said, so that's what I went with. So.
Yeah, so, like, it's not, like, an official trailer part. But, like, so this movie totally just caught me off guard because I had no idea it was being made. And it's called Two Lovers and the Bear, I believe is what it's called. And, like, I didn't hear anything about the production of this movie. And not that I follow everything super closely or the studios or, like, insider information, stuff like that. But it has Tatiana Maslany, who's the actress from Orphan Black, who's incredible. I mean, even on Orphan Black, she can do 6 different characters, and they all appear different. So she's in this movie, and then Dane DeHaan is in this movie as the dude, and it, like, I really like him as an actor. He's super solid. He's been in some terrible movies, but him as an actor, he's really, really good. It's about, like, 2 people in Alaska on the frontier and falling in love and everything like that. So there's a little bit of a cheesiness, but then there's also, like, this super dark side that comes out of nowhere in the trailer. So for those of you who probably never heard of that movie, go check out the trailer. It's pretty sick, and it looks like it'll be really good.
You guys are grooving right now.
I like Dane actually when he goes on Reddit and then leaks all this information about celebrities. It's the best.
Is this like a sequel to The Revenant at all?
I think no, right? It should be, right? It's a polar bear though, not a. Yeah. So it's
it's the
like
opposite?
it's the Revenant's bear's evil white brother.
Right. Oh
Cool.
man.
All right, well, thanks for that, Jake. So you probably rate that one pretty high, I'd imagine, right? Since it came out of nowhere and you liked it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it wasn't a full trailer trash, but yeah, I would put it, 4 out of 5
Cool.
broken beer bottles.
It's good to be positive, and we're probably not going to do trailer trash next week because of what we have planned. So it's good that we at least got a positive one in since it's going to go away for a week or 2. But all right, well, thanks, Jake. That was Jake's Trailer Trash, brought to you by BasementsWillBrewing.com. Brewed basement fresh and direct to you. All right, so we're going to jump right into the main event today. So Pete's Dragon's hitting theaters. It's probably the 3rd Disney live-action movie that's been out this summer. Tarzan, Jungle Book.
Tarzan wasn't Disney.
It wasn't.
Tarzan was Warner Brothers biatch.
Oh, I thought when I looked it up earlier, I thought it had the Disney insignia by it.
I'm almost
Well, I guess
positive. I mean,
Tarzan was technically
they're
like
not advertising it at all.
IMDb.
Okay, well, anyway, at least two though, because there was a Jungle Book out earlier this summer, and now Pete's Dragon coming out this week. So it kind of sparked a little bit of a debate between us. So, kind of, what do you prefer, the Disney live action movies or the Disney animated movies? And we're going to kind of start off with a question for Jamar. I'm going to start off Jamar with the first question, and I just kind of want to know, like, Disney animation. There's also Pixar, but Pixar is kind of like the animation on steroids. So, in your opinion, does it kind of deserve its own category?
I actually put yes. Pixar is 100% animation, of course, but it goes further than that. It is like the gold standard of animation. Is what I would think. When it comes to like CG, they're by far the best, in my opinion, at least. I don't know if any other fanboys would disagree with that, but they're just pretty much kick-ass. And for me, growing up in the '90s, they made all the movies that made me smile, and being older made me cry. So I'd say Pixar deserves its own category, but not really because it is the category. That makes sense. Plus, go Steve Jobs, Apple reference.
All right, so I'm already about to jump in on this one. So
All right, go ahead, Jake, jump in.
everybody holds Pixar to this like you said, the gold standard. But everybody forgets that they've released some shit movies. Like, honestly, a lot of shit movies. Planes, fucking Cars 2. Finding Dory wasn't that good. Like, everybody holds up these standards.
Whoa.
No, it wasn't. Like, you look at like their
you
old
shut
stuff.
your hipster whore mouth.
It wasn't. It wasn't that good. It
Planes
tugged on your
wasn't-
You didn't
heartstrings,
cry
but
to
it
them
wasn't
Pixar,
that
that
you
though.
good.
have a soul.
But
You can't really count
see
planes,
those
though.
giant eyeballs
Yeah.
staring at you.
anyway,
I mean-
so Pixar does have some amazing movies, but like you can't call it like this gold standard of animation or even 3D animation at this point, because if you put some of the mid-tier, Pixar movies against mid-tier level other, let's go DreamWorks. Despicable Me, the first Despicable Me could probably take on, like I would say Toy Story 2 for sure would kick the shit out of Toy Story 2.
Universal.
But you're naming the sequels though.
So
Yeah, but I mean,
But
if
that's
you
still
get-
part of the company, you know what I mean? Like,
Look,
Yeah, I mean,
But
I
you
agree.
put
I
Despicable
agree with
Me
both
2
you
up
guys.
against those there, but all right, Wes,
I agree
go
with both you guys. Jamar, Pixar,
You get it.
phenomenal. They've made some good fucking movies, right? But they've also made some shit. I mean, any movie studio has made The Good Dinosaur has made a shitty movie, because that movie was awful.
that was the one I forgot about.
Oh my god, that and Cars 2 is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in theaters. I was very mad I went and saw it. I think I saw it for free, but I was still mad I saw it for free. So, but I do agree with both of you.
Is that fair to say though? Like to call out their shit when you have like Monsters Inc., fucking Wall-E, Bugs Life, Toy
But
Story.
look at what
the original
Disney,
Cars
look at
was
what
good.
Disney has done. Look at what Disney has done without Pixar. Wreck-It Ralph, which was phenomenal.
Big Hero 6.
Good.
Big Hero 6, which was super
Gear
good.
6.
What was
Frozen.
it? The Frozen, yeah, of course, Frozen. Like, I mean, I don't love
I've
the
seen
movie,
it
but
a
it's
thousand
good. Like,
times.
it,
So
yeah,
please
it's a
tell me
solid
you, like,
movie experience. You know what I mean?
Let
Like,
it
for what
go.
it is, it holds up. And then there was one that
Zootopia.
Zootopia. Yeah, I was like,
Yes.
it just came out, and I don't know why I'm blanking on it.
A
So like,
fucking
you
great
have Disney themselves without Pixar, who are making Pixar quality movies. It doesn't deserve its own like category. You know what I mean? It's all. Maybe you could argue like 3D animation should be considered separate from 2D animation, but you can't just be like,
No.
oh, Pixar deserves to be, its own holy grail of things, because it's not.
So I said it deserves to be, considered with other animation filmmakers, but I would say it is because it kind of like started it and made it like what it is now. That's I guess my argument.
It did pioneer CGI.
That's what.
Yeah.
that
But
was the word
pioneering
I was
stuff doesn't
pioneering.
necessarily mean that you're
Well, they,
always going
Yeah,
to be on
like,
didn't
top
we
of
do
your
this with the
game.
Laura Croft Nathan Drake thing? Just because you came
Right,
first
yeah.
doesn't mean that you're the best.
Speak of like
It was the
CGI
best.
You think with CG movies though, you're telling me that those ones don't come off the list to you? Do you go, oh man, the best Shrek? Yeah, that was amazing. DreamWorks killed it. Who thinks that? You think
Nobody
of like
ever.
exactly. So that's my point. That's why they are a gold standard, because they have made amazing.
I feel like just because you're the
phenomenal
best in your genre doesn't make you the gold standard.
Well,
That's
then
the
you could
definition.
say all of Disney is the gold standard when it's not, because when they went through the 70s and 80s period, they've released a lot of bullshit too.
You shut your mouth. You shut
And then
your
there was
dirty,
that
filthy
period
mouth.
where they had a lot of racist stuff too. Before that,
Well, that was a different time. Like you can't hold like I've gone over this with a
that
couple
was when
people.
Walt was
Like
still alive.
yeah, like you can't hold something that's like back from the 40s, and you can look back at it and say like, wow, that's racist. Like now you can, but you can't look back at it and like hate the company for releasing it. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, like
I hate them.
No,
Yeah.
it's just never forget.
It's funny,
right?
especially-
Yeah, for sure. Like don't let them like necessarily get away with it if they try to do anything like that now. But hey, at least Disney hasn't made like a racist character like Killer Croc and put it on the screen again.
Oh,
Oh, thank you for
I
agreeing.
mean,
Oh, it was so bad. I was like, oh my god.
Terrible.
he was
Sean.
on the borderline until the end.
No borderline.
Well, sidebar,
And then-
you were talking about it, and so I was expecting it in the movie, and the whole time, like, he doesn't fucking say anything. He doesn't fucking say anything until they're in the bar, and then those two lines you point out are like back to back, and you're like, oh.
Even to get into his movements, but neither here nor there. If you are interested into our Suicide React, go ahead and check that out on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, definitely. Let's hear from Mike. Let's hear Mike's opinion on this, and I got kind of like a follow up question for it. So
My
Mike.
opinion is Jamar's dumb, and his answer is dumb, and he should feel dumb. Pixar is fantastic, but it's animation at its core. Yeah, it's 3D animation, but it's still animation. It doesn't deserve its own thing. It deserves to be for the rest of the Disney movies, because when I think Disney, I think Toy Story. I don't think, Pixar is technically, for the most part, separate, like their own entity. I think, no, it's a Disney movie. I go to Disney World or Disneyland, I'm going to see a fucking 7-foot-tall Buzz Lightyear wandering around attacking small children. I mean, it's all Disney.
Sorry.
It's all animation.
So you think of Toy Story, when you think of Toy Story, you think of Disney.
Yeah.
Because Disney didn't purchase Toy Story, like Pixar at that time. I'm just curious how you think of that. I think Pixar.
I'm pretty sure Toy Story was a Disney property before it came out
Yeah.
as a movie. It might have been developed outside of Disney, but Disney definitely
But
did it when it
if
released.
you watch it, it
I
has the
Yeah.
Castle of the Arch and everything.
I guess I was a
It's like
kid.
Disney.
It's actually
I
a
just
3D
did the
animation
little
castle.
lamp at the beginning, and that to me symbolized the Pixar movie for me. But
So
we're not going to get
throw
into
out
this regular podcast. Wait. We're not going to get into this regular podcast where we argue about things that I never said. I didn't say that they deserve their own category. I said
You said that they were the gold
I said-
standard, and they
because
should be
they
their
are-
own thing.
I said that they count as animation, as in the category, because they are the gold standard of animation. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, God, you guys are so cute.
I'm just not going down this rabbit hole of
Face.
arguing something that I never said. I'm not going to defend it.
Well, you know what? Last of Us is the best Disney movie ever.
It very well could be.
Can you imagine Last of Us as a Disney movie? All right.
Oh dear God! Instead of zombies, it'd be like bunnies.
It would be a Touchstar film.
Touchstone, yeah.
All right. So,
Touchstone, yeah.
TriStar.
so when it comes to like animation, whether it's Pixar or regular animation or it's live action, when you go to see the movie, like we've talked about how Toy Story, is kind of emotional, but some of the live action movies can evoke some emotions too. But which do you think does a better job of evoking the emotion? Do you get more emotional watching those animated movies, or do you think the live action does it better? Mike, go ahead. Jake, go ahead. If you got something, go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Jake just.
This is my thing. This whole podcast is going to be like right up my alley, so it's all right.
So
I
Mike,
think you have to
right up
realize
your ass. What?
you have to realize that a lot of the emotion that comes from Disney and what people say is like every time Disney releases a movie, it's hits you right in the emotion. I'll have to agree with Jamar. It's not Disney. That's Pixar doing that. The biggest movies that hit you right in the gut have been like Toy Story 3, Pixar. Up, the first 10 minutes of Up, Pixar. The first Finding Nemo, even Finding Dory had a little bit of emotional like spikes in it. But when you look at Disney animated movies, a lot of them don't have this strong emotional tie to it. Especially if you go back and look at the older ones, they're just
Fox and the Hound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
No, fuck Bambi. Bambi's not sad at all. Like, I wish Bambi got
don't care.
shot.
Wow.
But
It's honey.
Hit by a car.
so there are movies that do have quite a bit of emotional gravitas to them, like Fox and the Hound. and stuff like that. Hell, like I got upset when the first time I watched, Rescuers Down Under, and it was, the whole shit with like Marahute getting captured and shit, and Lion King. Like, but the thing is, a lot of their live action movies are fun. You look at a lot of them, they're just meant to kind of be like, oh, especially the older ones. They're not. I don't think they sit down and write them and say, how do we tell this emotional journey like they do with the Pixar animated movies. But the Disney animated movies lately also tug at your heartstrings every once in a while, but they're not telling an emotional journey until more like, I guess maybe Big Hero 6 had it.
Yeah, I mean,
but
kinda. Kid witnesses his brother just go boom, so I mean that was kind of sad.
But yeah, and that's
then he finds out that his teacher murdered him, so I mean that's even kind of like fucked up sad.
Spoilers. Yeah, geez.
I'm sorry, the movie's been out for like 3 fucking years. Get over it.
But what I mean is like Pixar has kind of the corner of the market for animated emotional films. Everyone else doesn't try to touch it like Pixar does. I mean, you look at Inside Out, which are like, oh, that fucks you up.
Oh, yeah,
the whole movie fucks you up. So, and that's Pixar. But you have Disney, who even when they add emotion into their movies, I think Big Hero 6 might be the only exception. Like, sure, Zootopia had this underlying tone of,
racism.
Yeah, exactly, racism. But the way it does it, it's not in your face. You know what I mean? Like, had they gone with it,
it's also not like really like tugging at your heartstrings. It's like, wow, they're basically telling us the world's fucked up.
Exactly, yeah. They're not making you cry the whole fucking time like some of the Pixar movies do. So
I don't know, man. Mars Needs Moms made me cry a lot because it was really bad. Holy shit, was that a terrible movie?
I feel like you just had to Google like what the worst ones were.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're right. Pixar definitely dominates when it comes to emotions from films, and there are some Disney films, but it all really depends on the animators. But that's why I think you get more of a pull and draw with emotions with live action, because if the animators fuck it up, then you're not going to feel those emotions. And a great example for live action, Homeward Bound. Oh my god, who didn't cry at that movie when the dog was stuck in the hole? Fucking poor Shadow. That was from Disney, and you really were connected. You were connected with that dog. Yeah. Like, I would say that live action.
Dude, no shit.
More emotion.
Wait. Saving Mr. Banks. Every time I watch it, I fucking cry.
I'm gonna go with what you said, Wes, and you mentioned that you connected with that dog, right? I think that's the part of like animation is that like we get to have a connection with something that's normally not possible. So like in Zootopia, you have this little bunny who's a fucking cop, and you get that connection with a bunny. I think that's why animation is by far more. I don't know. It does a better job at pulling out those emotions.
Yeah, but did you cry at Zootopia?
No,
I feel like he did. He was like sitting in the theater. Like,
oh my god, it was just a blueberry. Oh my god.
But kind of what pulls the emotion out of you. In Wes's example, though, is the kid that is waiting for Shadow to come home. I mean, you see the pain and emotion on his face that his dog might not be coming home, and then you see the joy on his face when Shadow comes out from behind the trees. I mean that live person, that kid, has also helped selling that emotion.
I don't know. I think I just see kids, or like not kids specifically, but I see people on a day-to-day basis. So I work with people and they just make me hate them. So like, it's something awesome to be able to find a connection with something else.
I have to agree with Jamar. My hatred for children makes me not feel bad for
Jamar, that. Go ahead and admit that you connect with them because of the interspecies erotica that you have.
Oh yeah, did you?
You wanted to fuck that bunny.
I go into Zootopia. I mean, it
wasn't a turtle, and it didn't have a purple headband.
I had really weird feelings about a bunny. If you didn't, you're lying. I'm just saying.
So, out of all the films that you've watched, right? You cried more at animated films than live action films? Just out of curiosity.
I would say, yeah, I would 100%. Yeah. Like all the animation, like I don't know. I guess a lot of things happen. Like I use Kristen as like a barometer because she cries at pretty much everything. But like,
not to call her out or anything.
Like, like when you cry because someone like gets killed or something, it's just like, oh, that happens. But like, I don't know. For some reason, in an animated film, it just seems more powerful. Maybe it's because I really fucking hate society. Maybe that's what it is.
And I think you should see a psychiatrist.
That's
Right?
probably true. As I'm saying this out loud,
Bunny,
I'm like, this is not good.
He thinks people are just need all to die.
I grew up
All
in
right,
okay.
so Mike, you got interrupted twice. Go ahead with your
I got interrupted like 8 times. Let's be honest here. I for the first time ever, minus the sexual feelings for a bunny, I have to agree with Jamar. I have probably gotten more sad during animated films than I have actual live action ones. I mean, the only thing live action that's really ever like tugged at my feels has mostly been like Doctor Who, and that's just because the fucking writers are dicks. Don't you shake your filthy barista head at me.
Well, I also think I also think that when it comes to, oh man, I got some wicked glare on. When it comes to the fact that, so when you go choose a movie, I think, especially with like Mike and Jamar, like you don't choose a movie that you think might be sad. You don't go see a drama movie. You guys are more into like the action movies and stuff like that.
Nah,
I see
look,
plenty
I
of drama movies.
we go see everything.
Well, I mean, but for the most part, I think the emotion.
I like DC movies. I don't like fun. God damn it.
That's very true. But like a lot of times, the emotions that are involved in a live action movie, you know, you can kind of tell where it's going to go right off the bat. Nothing catches you off guard. Whereas with animation, you don't expect it. You don't expect to cry from an animated movie, and you do, and then you're like, oh well, shit.
Yeah, I'm a grown man at a
Crying
PG
during
movie.
fucking Toy Story 3 because they're holding hands and they're about to be incinerated.
Toy Story 3, man.
That wasn't even the saddest part. The end. Oh my god. Fucking Andy.
Lion King is the one that got me though when I was a kid.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, without doubt, yeah.
Sitting there, he's
Definitely.
like, "Dad, wake up! Dad, wake up!" It's like, "No, he's dead, you dumb bastard!"
I didn't want to know.
He's not
I was
gonna wake
crying.
up.
And it's
I
all
had a
your
pillow.
fault.
I had a pillow on my face. My mom had no idea I was crying.
You just thought you were an early pillow
He's like
biter.
in the corner, he's like, "This movie's boring."
Oh, man.
All right, so I feel like we kind of exhausted that one, so let's move on. So there's been some movies such as like 101 Dalmatians that started off as an animated film, but eventually got converted into live action. Has there any that have been converted that you enjoyed more as a live action than you did as an animated? How about Wes? We'll start with you on this one.
Oh, I'm trying to think of all the live action movies that they've released, but
Cinderella, Snow White. Well, Maleficent.
honestly, you know what? I realize I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah. Jungle
Thank
Book. I think Jungle Book might be.
Alice
You
in
know.
Wonderland.
I
Yeah.
still haven't seen Jungle Book. I want to, but once it's free, I'll see it.
Alice in
I-
Wonderland? You didn't see that?
Nope. No, I did. God, that was terrible.
Yeah.
I felt like she fell asleep in the theater, so I'm going to go with animation on this one.
All right. So, are there any of you that we'll just open that up and
Just
close
go
the
directly to
question. Nobody has an
Yeah,
opinion.
going to the each of us isn't going to work very well.
No, so I mean, I think they're on the right track. Like each one they release, in my opinion, gets better. The Jungle Book being the best one so far. Like the Jungle Book live adaptation was great. It was totally different and tonally different than the animated movie. And I have a special place in my heart for the animated movie. It's my top 3 animated Disney movies. So I went in super critical of the movie. Like I went in expecting to not like it, and they did a really good job. So I think if they keep doing it, they might end up doing just as well, and the source material just as much justice as the animated. However, I think it's a slippery slope because there's movies that you don't want to touch that they should just totally avoid and never do.
Like Fox and the Hound and Lion King.
Yeah, those.
Well, I mean, Lion King does have a live action version if you think about it. It's a Broadway.
Right,
Yeah,
film.
but it's
but not
Broadway.
like
That's not the same.
And
It's
it's
not the
legit.
same,
If
yeah.
they don't
really
drop
good.
a motherfucker off a cliff because his brother's like, "Fuck you, I want to be king."
Aren't they doing a Beauty and the Beast live action?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see
It's gonna
that
be-
one.
it's gonna be-
Oh,
Well, it has
wow.
Emma Watson, so yeah, I'm down. They're
So
also
let's say-
doing a Mary Poppins stage production, I believe, is what they just started planning. And
I don't need any more Mary Poppins. I had enough of that with that Saving Mr. Banks.
you can go to hell. You can go
So-
straight to hell.
I need to see. I need
No,
to
I'm
see
saying that
too.
shit was like fucking depressing.
Oh yeah, okay,
Unless it was
okay,
a bad
okay. Like
movie.
in the good. Oh,
I haven't
Saying, I
seen it.
don't need any more.
I just want them to make like a culturally insensitive Aladdin, Like I'll take that like tomorrow.
Wasn't
Like
it
tomorrow.
already kind
That's
of
what I said.
sensitive?
They
That's what I'm
can't
saying.
do it now. They
So
can't
you guys
do
have-
live action Aladdin.
You guys have kind of gotten into my next question, which is:
yeah.
Are there any you would like to see converted from animated to live?
I
Aladdin.
feel like that you don't want to see that convert because you're going to enjoy it. You just
Well,
want to see him.
I mean,
being
you
super
could
racist.
like you missed your opportunity. They had Aladdin on stage at the Hyperion Theater in Disneyland for like fucking years, and then they just switched it out for Frozen. So,
right when I went.
But that's different though. Like to see it on a play. Like I just saw
Yeah,
the Little
that's not the
Mermaid
same as
on a
film.
play like a couple weeks ago. Like it's not the same as like seeing a live action movie done about it. Like because you can only do so much with a stage.
Oh wait,
Man, a whole new
oh
world
wait.
would be boring as fuck without flying carpet like to the sky.
They're sliding on the ground.
Yeah, there's like, oh,
You
these
see Ro-
these
you
two
see
people
Ro
dressed in
pulling
like
up the
black
carpet
onesies
for,
are just
like,
dragging
back-
this rag.
Oh god.
I think
Some
you
guy.
underestimate what.
So
they
side
can do
note,
with
some guy in the
stages now.
chat said, "I'm not judging, but you guys like Disney a little too much." Release the cannons.
Oh, thanks, Wes. Especially the Jesus-looking dude.
I mean,
Tune in next
I do like
First
Disney,
off,
so you can go
let's
fuck yourself.
be honest. Jake's the one who likes it a little too much. I mean, Jamar just has weird fetishes for bunnies, but Jake's the one who.
If you tell me that bunny's not sexy, you're crazy.
I mean, if you look at the chat, I did say, especially the Jesus-looking guy.
yeah. So I would like to see.
Hipster Jesus.
I'd just like to see Robin Hood maybe. Like if they could do something
They've
edgier and
tried
darker.
Robin Hood so
Like-
no, like you look what good live-action Robin Hood property has ever existed? Like honestly, besides like
know.
the Errol Flynn, like
Men in Tights.
besides the
I've seen
Errol
them.
Flynn
Yeah.
back in the day, you have
All
Robin Hood
time?
Men in Tights,
Of it.
but like the Kevin Costner one fucking sucked. The Russell Crowe one fucking sucked. Like Robin Hood is such a tricky thing to do now. Like I think I love the Robin Hood animated movie, but it's because it came out back in the day. Yeah, I think Jason's
Maybe they
muted.
should.
Hold on, sorry, I muted I had to mute because of my
He was
daughter.
like-
But no, the Kevin Costner Robin Hood does not suck. I take full exception with you saying that.
Oh my god!
I
Oh.
love that movie.
Oh,
It's one of my favorite movies.
all right,
when I
watch
was
it.
young. I
Next
love
time you
that
watch it, watch
watched-
Kevin
I watched
Costner.
it like-
listen,
movie. I watched it like a year ago.
listen to Kevin Costner's accent go in and out and back
Okay.
in and out, and then
Oh,
look
that's
at
gonna go-
who
it's a
is it?
movie.
Is it Jared Leto in that movie? There's someone else in that movie. Like I want to say it's Jared Leto or
Christian
whatever.
Slater.
Christian
I
Slater.
don't
That's
know.
who it is. I'm like some other.
Can we discuss
some
how he
other
keeps changing
dumb-
how he pronounces Jared Leto's name?
Yeah, because I don't know.
Leto?
I fucking
Yep.
don't know.
More
I
often
get
than,
yelled at
than
every
that
time.
accent goes in and out.
I get yelled at
Just
every
say
time I
shitty
say
Joker.
Yeah,
Sheriff
oh,
yells,
Juggalo
How can you
Joker.
say he's shitty if we only saw 5 minutes of him?
Whoa.
That was a shitty 5
Juggalo.
minutes.
That's not Joker. It's a Juggalo. Shut up.
We already did the react.
I don't think we can be friends anymore. I'm gonna have to go unfriend you on Facebook after that
I
one.
agree with you, Mike. All right, let's move on.
All right, so I guess was there any that you did want to see? No, I don't know if anybody ever answered.
Oh
that.
yeah, we did
Robin
get there.
Hood.
We started talking about racist Aladdin, and then he was all like, "Ooh, plays," and we're like, "Plays aren't movies."
And then it somehow
Um,
turned back into
yeah,
Suicide.
and then it turned into Suicide Squad and Sexy Bunnies. I don't know what's going on.
I got.
It's off the rails. All right.
I'm trying to think of one I'd want to see made into a live action that wouldn't suck. I mean, they could probably do something more like Jungle Book with Robin Hood and kind of make it still a fox,
Yeah.
and have
I think
Bear
Wes-
for.
I think Wes is on the best track. Like I think with them already doing Beauty and the Beast, you have to hit up the other,
Disney
90s
princesses.
Disney revival, and you have to hit up Aladdin. Like you have to if you're going that route, because it almost seems like they're trying to follow the same trail as they did back in the 90s when Disney took this nosedive, and then all of a sudden they had this resurgence with some really good properties that came out, like Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin. Little Mermaid was right in that time. Little Mermaid was like late 80s, early 90s. But yeah, that's the resurgence when it became popular again. The clamshell
interesting,
DVDs.
Live
It would be
action
interesting
Little
for
Mermaid
Little
would be
Mermaid,
interesting.
yeah,
Well-
it would be.
Somebody's making a live action Little Mermaid, but it's not Disney. It's and it's Chloe Moretz that's doing the Hit Girl is being Ariel. Well,
I'll see it.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm interested.
now I'm interested.
yeah, she's blonde though. She won't be a redhead.
I'm okay with that.
Right.
I'll take the live action Goofy movie.
Oh right.
Yes.
God,
That's-
I want to see that concert live. Like somebody needs to do that concert live.
I would
So
go.
on the flip
I
side
just
of
want to see a
that,
dude covered in like the cheese whiz
I bet
through the
you
entire
do.
movie.
So on the flip side of that, are there any that you do not want to see made into a live action?
I think we kind of touched on that.
Yeah, we touched that with
Lion
like
King,
saying
for sure.
Lion King is a no-go.
I don't want to see
Robin
Oliver
Hood.
and Company because anything with a CGI animated dog like Marmaduke is a piece of shit.
No Aristocats.
Yeah, and nothing with CGI animals.
Nothing-
like Nine
nothing
Lives just
animal
came out,
live,
it
yeah.
bombed. Fuck that shit.
I mean,
Hey.
I'm pretty sure the Bond because the plot was garbage.
Wait a minute. There was
CGI
a
part.
critic who said that 9 Lives was better than Suicide Squad. I don't get it. That's awesome. I'm glad we brought that up.
I
It
get
had Kevin Spacey in it, so that automatically gave it a good.
It has 0% on Rotten Tomato.
It's because zero people have seen it.
Oh man.
Who wouldn't want to see Kevin Spacey and Christopher Walken on the same screen together?
I mean, the only time I care about Christopher Walken is when he's a giant fucking orangutan singing "I Want to Be Like You." That was the
It was
most
so
fantastic
good, right?
movie ever.
Literally,
I'd
the
like
only
to-
problem I had with that movie was the very end with the fire, and then like he runs to the dead tree. I'm like, that would be the fucking first thing burnt down. Like, no
Yeah.
joke. In a jungle like that, that would be the first thing gone. That was my only problem with the whole movie. Like, and I don't want to say I was looking for problems, but with my
I mean,
background,
let's face it, you're
and-
always looking for problems. You don't go
That's
into
true.
a movie to enjoy it. You
Well,
go
it's-
into to critique the fuck out
it's
of it.
hard. It's hard. Someone who has worked in a zoological setting to watch movies with animals, or especially fake animals, because
Zoologists.
yeah. So I mean, it's like Jamar pointing out
The job's way of life.
It's Jamar pointing out that it was a Galaxy S4 in Suicide Squad. Like, that's what I do. Like when I
Nerd.
see animals. Like, yeah.
I
so
mean,
I
they're
see shit, and I'm
criminals.
like,
They're
that's
gonna
not how
fucking-
they
He's
move.
not gonna
That's
ship
not
her
how
a
they-
fucking Note 7.
right.
God, there's like a 2-year-old joke here. Like I fallen into a. There's a, I'm not gonna do it.
Gorilla Pit.
There's a Gorilla Pit joke. I'm not gonna do it.
Nah.
Coffee.
I'm gonna
I should
avoid
get
it.
that cover of
But-
Harry
I would
Potter
say,
fucking
here
shit
goes
to Murder and the Cursed Child Who Got Me Shot.
Could we get like an Air Bud maybe live action, just like with a CGI dog now instead of like the one that only knows a
Would
few.
that be the
But I
opposite
mean,
of live action?
Air Bud was already live action though.
No, but I'm saying like a CGI dog now, so you can
No.
actually like.
Are you kidding me? That golden retriever. That
So you
golden
wanna
retriever was the
reboot-
reason you saw that movie.
You want to reboot Air Bud, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
making a new Air Bud.
They
I meant to tell you guys
DVD
that.
like every year.
Yeah, there's like
They're
More
buttons.
fucking puppies, and it's like, what the hell?
No,
Wait,
I
has
think you guys
Air
are all
Bud
missing the
took
point.
one,
They're
esports
making
yet?
they're making another Air Bud movie. Like, I swear to God.
What sport
They
is
make
it?
one like every year, dude.
No, they're like trying to bring it back hardcore, not like a straight to DVD
Oh,
shit.
not the shitty
Oh,
like
God.
No,
you see
like-
it came for $5 because nobody wants them.
Yeah, because I even saw the trailer for it, and I was like, wait, is this? Because it's not called Air Bud, but it's something like kind of like that, where I didn't even
Hope we're
notice
not
until halfway
copying this idea, but we totally are.
Was it called Nine Lives?
through. I don't remember what it was called. Like, I should look it up, but
This is in the '90s. That shit's gonna flop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
90s was a special time for stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
All right, so
All right,
I guess we'll just go ahead and wrap this up with what is your favorite Disney movie of all time, whether it's animated or live action. We'll end it with Jake since he's jumped in every single one of them. Let's start with Wes.
Look at that like erotic look he gave me when he like said he was going last. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck you guys real good with my answer."
I mean, to say pick your favorite Disney film, that's really hard. Does it also include like other productions, like they just kind of released it, or is it like a Disney production? Let's get that
That's
out
looking
there.
at just like Disney film.
That would have been a good question to ask me when I posted these questions in our group chat.
Nobody pays attention to the questions till the day of.
I honestly, I'm so in and out of that group chat sometimes because you guys
Oh,
just
I
yell about
noticed.
stupid shit, and I'm like, I'm out.
I posted them on 4 different occasions, or 3 different occasions. Just so
Well,
you know.
let me go because I
No, you
was.
didn't. You only
You know what?
posted them once.
I have an answer. Okay, so
Oh,
anyways,
go ahead.
just Disney films. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say
This-
just Disney film.
Okay, it's really hard to choose. Like, Toy Story is amazing because it was the first time you experienced CGI at the time, right? I still wouldn't pick that as my favorite film, but it's definitely up there. But I would say overall, the one that has the most emotion for me, I can watch the most, and I love showing my 2-year-old son it, is Lion King. I think
Yeah.
it's just a great
that
fucking...
was upside down.
He came fucking prepared.
What just happened?
I pulled up the cover for Lion King on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah,
You had to sit there just waiting for someone to say Lion King, so you're like, oh, word of the day!
Just a phenomenal film. Great songs, great animation, great voice acting, all around just a great film.
Yeah, Lion King was probably one of the ones I was most excited to show my kids when they got old enough to watch it. So I'd agree with you there.
Christian will only watch CGI bullshit. Like any TV show has to be CGI. But for some reason, when I turned Lion King on, he sat there and didn't move.
So entertaining.
He knows what's up. He knows what's up.
I mean, Darth Vader said, "Shut the fuck up and watch me."
All I know, DuckTales the movie is up there, and Goof Troop. Just gonna throw that there.
Jamar, what about you?
Lion King, of course, absolutely Lion King. At first, I thought I was gonna have to defend Lion King to you guys, but I realized you guys are actually smart. But just like you said, Wes, the most memorable soundtrack of any Disney movie. The songs are like phenomenal. You got your like Hakuna Matata. Can you feel this? What the hell was that? I don't know what that was.
That was a bird
Circle
dying.
of Life, like
That was
legitimately.
not mine.
I love the song called "What the Hell Was That." It's a great.
Yeah, what the hell was that? That was actually on Lion King 1.5 is what it was in. So,
Oh, what the hell was that indeed?
no, but seriously, that movie had everything, and like I'm gonna get all sappy and stuff, but the movie like kind of helped me deal with a lot of things as like a kid. My dad passed away when I was young, and like just seeing that, I think kind of like I don't want to say prepare me because it seems really dark. Jason's talking, we can't hear him. But it just kind of
his
like
wife to quit killing doors.
quit opening the
I
door.
was talking to my daughter.
No, it's cool, but I just feel like that film like means so much to me. Like that anything Disney ever does, I don't think that movie is ever going to be surpassed. And that's just like probably your favorite movie of all time in my category. Beyond that, but
yeah. Wally almost passed it for me until like he got on the ship and it was like all the fat people. And then it started to lose me. Like the first 30 minutes, the 45 minutes of that film are beautiful, and then
it's so amazing because Wally's awesome because it deserves honorable mention because there was a very small amount of like verbal communication and it's still like portray emotions. It's awesome.
We actually discussed Wall-E in my film class. Like, it was one of my film teacher's favorite movies because of all of the techniques they use in that movie that come from before that movie was made. There's the scene where they're dancing in space with the fire extinguisher. Well, Wall-E has the fire extinguisher and Eve is flying around in space, and like it harkens back to like the old dance numbers that they used to have in the middle of movies and shit. So there's a lot like undertones in Wall-E that I think a lot of people missed that make it a very special movie.
Yeah, absolutely. And the less talking, the better. But when they start doing the whole talking, that's where it starts to become
like
piece of shit.
10 minutes of Up. The first 10 minutes of Up are the best 10 minutes of Up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. The rest of Up I wasn't a fan of, but the beginning part was incredible storytelling.
You guys didn't like the dog with the collar that could speak?
No.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
I'm scrolling up all the way through, but that's just me. All right, Mike, how about you? What's your favorite?
My favorite of all time is The Jungle Book. The animated one, not the new one. Great songs, fun movie, not too overly trying to make you sad by killing off the parents. Only real part I had that I didn't like was at the end. They're like, "Oh, you have to go back to this town because girls," and like, what kind of message is that?
Follow the booty.
Exactly. It's like, just like yeah. You see that? Yeah, you got to go reproduce. Go get up there. I feel like he should have just said fucking stayed. But I love that movie so much, and like when I was little, me and my grandpa would watch that all the time. That was his favorite too. And then my second would probably be Lion King, and third would be Big Hero 6.
Oh, I didn't know we could say 3. Mulan. Okay.
I was surprised that wasn't your answer when you.
No. I love Mulan. I absolutely love Mulan.
He loves Mulan, but it's not his favorite.
Doing a top 3 makes me feel way more comfortable. By the way.
Oh, fuck you guys! If we're gonna do top three, fuck all of you.
No, I'd say stick with the first.
All right, go ahead, Jake. Let's hear it.
Man, like you were putting me through some stress right now, because, I mean, all right, I'll cheat. I'll do best live action and then best animated because,
all right,
best live action is going to be, get my hair out of the way, The Rocketeer. Like that's my jam. The Rocketeer is my jam. It's the best live action movie they've ever done. It's the most fun live action movie.
I mean, if we're going that option, then I have to go now that they own Indiana Jones.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
I thought you were going to say the Country Bears.
Right.
Oh, dear God.
I just saw I saw Link. I'm like, they don't own Zelda. I don't know.
Penguins.
Yeah, that did look like Link.
Yeah, it's Link dressed up
It's
as
Link
Indiana
as
Jones.
Indiana.
He's
But-
instead of the
So-
golden idol, it's a trifle.
So the Rocketeer is my tops live action movie. There's very few films that match that level of fun for me. Like it's just such a silly film that like has great special effects that actually hold up fairly well over time. And Jennifer Connelly as a young girl,
Mike's never seen
young
it.
woman. Yeah. And
Don't feel
so
bad, Mike.
my favorite
Sorry.
animated movie
Who the
is
fuck it was first.
Robin Hood. I do love the Jungle Book quite a lot. I have a lot of memorabilia from the Jungle Book, but I think I started collecting more Jungle Book stuff because I ran out of things to buy that were Robin Hood. I legit have tons of stuff from the Robin Hood animated Disney movie.
Aside from McDonald's toys, do they really
correction.
have merchandise for that?
Correction, my girlfriend ran out of things to buy for me. No, like we have like press books from when it was released. We have all of the Beanie Babies that they released. We have actual hanging the things that they put in like Blockbuster when it released on VHS and stuff. Well, not when it released, but when they
Come on, like the
re-released it.
cardboard standees.
Yeah, that they like hung from the ceiling, and it's really cool. It's actually Robin swinging down the zip line that he made in the movie, like with the bag of coins that's broken open. So I have tons of stuff from it. Like if there's something from it, Disney since has made a couple of statues that I own. So like I go hard when it comes to Robin Hood merchandise.
Oh, I bet you do.
Yeah. So
So-
if anybody out
Nice.
in the interwebs finds super cool Robin Hood merchandise, send it to me. We'll see what if I already.
He
have it.
means pay for it and then actually
And
send
Free
it.
to
Free of charge.
for
Send
free.
it to 'em.
Right? No, you can just
Just
you can just
so,
link it to me. I don't care. My Twitter is right there.
Oh yeah, because I'm awesome and I made this badass layout with all of our Twitter names.
I guess
And
that
Jungle
doesn't
Book
really
what
work
up?
for people on
Doesn't
audio
it?
though.
Yeah, it doesn't work. They're like, what?
They're like, where
Yeah,
is he
I think-
pointing?
So when you guys are
So-
talking,
What about
Joe,
you?
just so want to say, just so we're all clear, when he says the Rocketeer, he really means Songs of the South.
If you're not aware, look it up. That's what Jake loves.
I'm
Song
not,
of
I'm
the
not
South.
the racist
I
one.
thought Wes
Jason's
was
the one
the
that
racist
called.
one. I'm confused.
Yeah,
That's-
Jason was the one that called Jamar. Said he should.
Yeah,
be
he's
on the
all like
Lion King.
Jamar's from fucking
'Cause he's
Africa.
black.
I know. I
That
I
like Song of the South.
Hakuna Matata.
I don't-
philosophy.
Even my
Sorry.
girlfriend
So
from the other side of
bad.
the room just went ooh.
Like, come
It
on.
means no worries, okay? Oh shit, I forgot to wear my Lion King shirt.
Well,
Actually, I
there's
just
some
realized
days. No, Lion King is probably my favorite. That and Monsters Inc. I love Monsters Inc. too, but the Lion King is just so good. I mean, I could watch as a kid. I could watch it now as an adult, and no problems at all. And kind of a story I thought about. You guys were talking about how the Lion King had such a good soundtrack. So I had a friend of mine back, just probably before high school. We're still in elementary school, and during the summers, I used to hang out with him and stuff. And his dad had like this 5-disc changer, so we'd like sit and play video games, and we'd listen to music, and we always had it on like shuffle. So we had like Korn, Nirvana, and like all these bands in there, but we always had the Lion King soundtrack as well. So as these discs were changing through, you'd hear these like hardcore like rock songs, and Smells Like Teen Spirit, and then all of a sudden you hear Ma Senor.
Also, that's- no one knows next to
So Jason, let me ask you, how disappointed were you by Monsters University?
Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
awful.
I mean, I wanted to like it, I really did, and I just it just fell flat on its face for me. Like it just wasn't the same thing. I waited
Pixar
so
needs to
long.
quit making sequels.
Yeah, like
Except for
prequels.
after Incredibles 2. After Incredibles 2, they can.
Plus, I mean, Toy Story 3 was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
But Toy
The
Story
only
2
good ones are
wasn't as
Toy
good as the
Story.
first one.
Nah, I mean, nah, I guess. I don't know. I like
The order of
Yeah.
like best Toy Stories are Toy Story 1, Toy Story
Except for
3,
Frank.
and then Toy Story 2. Like,
Hands down.
definitely. All right.
I like
Cool
Toy
guys.
Story.
All right, so normally after the main event segment, we'd move into like Jamar's Reading Corner or something like that. We don't have anything like that planned. Actually, I just want to take a couple seconds. I didn't even tell these guys I was going to do this, but we're just going to kind of set up what we're going to do for next week's show.
we're
So
doing this
instead
live?
of No, I'm not the whole thing. We'll go into more detail.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
You just want to say that. That's all the only reason why you even asked.
just to kind of give an idea of what we're going to do. So, normally this time of year for anybody who is a sports fan or a fan of football, it's all about the start of the new season and it's fantasy time. So this is the time everybody's setting up their fantasy leagues, having their fantasy drafts. Most people that listen to this show don't give any cares about that at all. In fact, 3/5 of this podcast don't give a shit about that at all. So what we've decided to do
when everybody who doesn't play D&D can fantasy roleplay. That's what this time of year is.
I see what you mean.
All right, cool.
Jason's like,
oh, I get it now.
Okay, all right.
Fantasy football is D&D for jocks.
I mean, fantasy football is probably the most.
They don't pretend to be people; they pretend to be the coach.
But that's still role playing as the coach.
I guess, but I feel like if
how is Airbud?
The GM isn't technically. Right. The GM isn't technically role playing.
Because he's secretly a brown
He's role playing multiple people. Bum bum bum.
It's anyway. Black
So what we're going to do next week on the Fanboy Fight Club podcast is we're going to have our own type of draft, except it's going to be a super draft. We're going to be drafting a team of superheroes and supervillains. We're going to do an 8-round draft, and then after the draft is over, we're actually going to have a special little twist kind of added in there, but we'll explain more of that next week. So there's going to be a point to us doing this, but we're all going to pick our teams. So we want you guys to participate in the show as much as possible. Let us know what you think of our picks. Let us know who you think has the best team. And definitely after that, we're going to be relying on audience participation going forward and the other part of it that we're going to do. So just kind of wanted to set that up, give you an idea what we're going to do. I'm pretty excited for it. I think it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to really enjoy ragging on each other for each other's picks and how our teams are going to look. So we're going to all come up with team names, and we're going to pick a draft order on next week's show. So there's going to be no trailer trash, no Jamar's Reading Corner next week. We're going to do the draft order, start the draft, and go right into it. So, just join us next week, and let's have some fun participating with it. Is anything anybody like to add before we kind of go into the closing moments? Go ahead, Wes. What's up?
So, this is a legit question. How is Airbud great at basketball, football, volleyball, baseball, and soccer?
I have a theory on Airbud, but I'm not going to go.
I could say something, but then I would take away the racist card from you.
Were you going to say that he's...
There was a hockey out of you guys.
Oh,
and Snowbuds. They also helped Santa. Those are like the most active dogs in the world. Santa Buddies.
Well, yeah, those are all his kids. They went to space.
Yeah, he fucking...
Yep.
Space Buddies. Super
They had
Buddies.
an Indiana Jones one.
I may or may not have like 4 out of 5 of those movies, but...
Oh, boy.
I have kids, dude.
So I do want to throw out,
my daughter loves
since we were
dogs.
talking about 3D animation versus 2D animation, we have to include and throw a shout out to the in between. We have to do the stop motion animation because one of my favorite studios in the world, Leica Films, does beautiful stop motion animation. So they deserve respect too. Like just throwing it out there, like stop motion animation, Paranorman, Coraline, Box Trolls, and the upcoming. On the 19th, Kubo and the Two Strings comes out, and I will be watching.
Basically, just one Nick's to talk about
Two Strings.
Yeah, actually, that's why I'm going to LA. So expect a whole shitload of photos of me at the Leica exhibit.
Are you going to tweet them out on our Fanboy Fight Club?
I certainly might.
Good. That means
that would be a good idea.
Yeah, no, like I will. Like I wasn't thinking about it, but I can. Yeah.
Make sure no slip ups there. We don't want to have an outbreak of accidental posts.
Right.
I love stop motion animation films. All of them.
Right.
Love them. Nightmare Before Christmas is one of my favorite films of all time.
Nobody talked about that. It's a Disney movie. Nobody brought it up.
I didn't include it because it was a Skellington production that Disney released.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that would have been easily my top #1.
But it is theoretically a Disney. Disney pinched the shit out of that now. It's Nightmare everything. So
I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah. Host with the most.
Oh, you're waiting on me?
No,
he can quit listening.
you could
to
probably
us.
close this.
Come on,
No,
Beetlejuice.
no,
Do this.
Jesus has
All
life.
right, all right. So it is now closing time. So we're going to close the show the same way we do every show, with the only rule of the Fanboy Fight Club podcast. That is, you must talk about the Fanboy Fight Club podcast. Please share us with your
Also, you must
friends.
go to teespring.com/fanboyfightclub and get your official T-shirt before it's over in 2 days, 3 days.
Like this
4
one right
days.
here. Oh wait, never mind.
Wait,
Oh.
we don't have a
We'll have them soon.
definitely. Thanks, Mike. So
Mike, you could
follow
have
us on
worn
Twitter.
the one that fit. That was right.
Yeah, why didn't
Well,
you
that's
wear
because it's yours.
I would. Oh my God, I
Why-
would
why
not have
don't
gotten
you
that
show-
offended.
don't you have
Well,
them?
no, it's too
why don't
big.
You have it.
Why don't you grab them real quick and
Give
show
me a
show
second,
everybody what they're
Jesus
going to look
Christ.
like? All right, I'll continue on. Please. All right, so join
Wait,
us.
let's just talk a bunch of shit about him.
Yeah.
That works. Go for it.
Fuck Mike.
Can you believe? Whoa, that was pretty fast.
That
Well,
was
it's
really
in my room.
fast.
What'd you expect?
It's like the Flash.
Oh, that's
Oh,
There
beautiful.
it is,
Look at
boys
that.
and girls.
Sexual.
Those are the
chocolate.
beautiful Fanboy Fight Club
And
T-shirts.
then you can represent us on the back.
There you go.
You can represent Mike in the back, if that's what you.
Teespring.com.
Brown cow.
What is it? Teespring.com/Fanboy Fight Club.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I totally lost track of where I'm at. So, the only rule of Fanboy Fight Club is talk about Fanboy Fight Club. Share us with your friends. Have them download the past podcasts on Google Play or iTunes. Check out our website fanboyfightclub.com. I know, right? Follow us on Twitter at FBFC Podcast. Please tweet at us your reaction to anything that we have going on. Interact with us on the show when we do it live on Twitch. And check out our Facebook page. Anything I'm forgetting at all? Did I leave anything out?
I don't.
Subscribe to us on YouTube. If you watch the videos, please subscribe. And just play our videos and just let it play in the background. You don't even have to like be there.
You don't
Talk
have
to
to watch it. Just
Just
pretend to
some
watch
shit.
it.
Just do that.
Make us
shit.
at least look pretty.
Yeah, make us look
No.
nice.
We like to interact, so send us tweets and tweet at us.
Yeah.
You can either tweet at Fanboy Fight Club or I'm at _Ghostcross. We got Mike, which is at Cult of Gresser, right?
Yes.
Also, Cressar.
And then Jamar is at Macinmar.
Macintosh Mar.
Macintosh
Those
Mar.
jobs.
I can't read it; it's super small on my screen. And then Wes, I do believe, is at the only Wes Smith. And
Boom,
then-
This
nailed it.
is
All,
It's a lie, though.
Wes
There's
Smith.
more than one of you.
all dick pics get sent to Cult of Gresser.
and then
All buffalo
I
pics get
honestly,
sent
I
to the
can't,
only Wes
I can't
Smith.
even try to read Jason's right now.
Make sure you don't wipe first.
at
He likes that
JT.
shit dirty.
JTHUMMEL.
The
JT.
fudgier, the
right.
better.
Okay.
JT Humble.
Mm.
Cool. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to leave you with a few final questions. So, will Mike quit when Wes drafts Dick Grayson just to piss him off next week? Will Jamar go? I totally lost what I was going to do for Jamar.
Well,
It was going to be racist to be about Africa. And then he
These
had to
questions
move on.
aren't going to work this week.
Well,
Jamar
Jamar
picked
automatically
Black
get.
Panther.
Yeah, Black Panther will be automatically on Jamar's team for Jason being racist.
Jamar's entire team being
Will
nothing
Jamar,
but
will,
black
Jamar
superheroes.
will Jamar wear a shirt that ties into the theme for next week?
Probably not.
I'll just
wear
wear his Disney shirt
again.
next week.
Will Wes ever figure out how Air Bud is so good at sports?
We know.
Yeah, we figured that
I
out.
think they got dogs roided.
Oh,
And will Jake
Doping.
actually use our Twitter this weekend to send pictures so it actually looks like we participate in this stuff?
no.
No, probably not. All right, so find out the answers to
Get
all
one.
these questions. That was awful this week. My bad. Next week on the Fanboy Fight Club podcast. Join us next week for the Super Draft. It's gonna be awesome.
Lion King's the best.
Leonardo's the best.